Tom Mathias. The choices we made. The choices we made. Tom Mathias.
Mr. Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters and guests, we make a lot of choices in life. Every day of our lives, 24/7, well, maybe not 24/7, you sleep sometimes. But all the time you're making choices. And sometimes those choices seem like they are earth-shattering. This is something that's very, very important. And sometimes it seems like a very small choice. This doesn't mean much at all. I'll do this, and it won't matter that much. Sometimes those choices that we think are huge turn out to be nothing. And sometimes the things that you think are just going to be an easy, simple choice change the course of your life. I'd like to tell you about a few choices in my life. First, a little bit about me. I am the youngest of 6 kids. I have a sister who's 16 and a half years older than me and left for college before I was 2. I still don't think of her as a sister. She's a relative of some sort. Occasionally she came and lived at our house for a couple weeks. But until I was 12, I think the longest I had seen her was maybe a couple months. And then she'd be off somewhere else, doing something else. She graduated from BYU with a teacher when I was 11. And then she taught school for 1 year and decided that the union politics were too much for her, and she got out of teaching and started doing other jobs. Well, as you might imagine, being the youngest, I watched all of my children, or all of my brothers and sisters, growing up before me. And I saw them all leave home before me. Some of them went on missions for the church, and some of them went off to college. So, of course, I knew that I was going to end up going on a mission. I went to Virginia for 2 years as a missionary, and then I went to college. This was a big decision on my part, because when I got done with my mission, I was sure that I was not going to go to college. I had been to college campuses in Virginia, and I saw what college students did with their off time and their on time, and I decided I did not want to be like that. But my dad said, there's this little college that's just starting up out in Cedar City, Utah. Why don't you check that out? So I went out there and I checked out all this information about the school. They hadn't actually started classes yet. So it was just a concept. And I thought, I could give it a try. It seemed different from the big colleges that I had seen. And so I went out. And I went to college. I even actually got a degree. While I was at college, I was in Cedar City, Utah, which is a college town. George Wythe College, Southern Utah University, a state university. And so there were about 30 of us that went to George Wythe College, and about 6,000 that went to Southern Utah University. All of my roommates went to my school with me. But most of the students in our school were rooming with students from that other school on the other end of town. Well, one day I had been preparing for a few weeks to go to a symposium up in Provo at BYU. And I was all excited. I was going to go to this symposium. It was going to be fun to go up there with all the other kids from my college. And one of the girls from the school called up and said, I'm going up next weekend to the symposium with all of you. I have 5 roommates. 4 of them have dates to the Girls' Choice Dance coming up. And first she talked to my roommate, and he said, well, you know, I'm going to the symposium. I can't go to this dance. He said, why don't you ask Tom? So he put me on the phone. I said, well, what's up? And she said, well, my roommate wants a date for the dance. And I said, does she have laryngitis? Does she know how to talk? Well, yeah. Well, why isn't she asking me? So, a couple minutes later, I got a call, and she was asking me. Well, I had been wanting to go up to BYU for weeks. My brother was up there. I was going to stay with him. But for some reason, I said, yes. Sure, I'll go with you. Cancel all my plans. It didn't seem like that big of a decision to me at the time. I went to the dance, had a really good time, stayed out till 4 in the morning. Then I went on another date with her, and then we cooled off. Didn't see each other for about 6 weeks. My dad came to town for business, and my roommate said, why don't you have your dad take you and your girlfriend out for dinner? And my dad said, you have a girlfriend? And I said, I don't know if I'd call her that. We went out to dinner, and my dad wasn't very impressed. He said, you sure about this, Tom? And I said, no. So I made a decision. I went to her apartment, went for a walk with her that night. I went on several more walks. And we've been married for almost 19 years. So sometimes we make important choices and don't even know it.